Hello everyone, my name is Victoria, most people call me Vicky, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back, which I'm assuming that most of you will be new here because this is only my second video, which is also kind of later than I would have liked it to be. Because my partner and I have been moving houses the past month and a half, and we've been pretty busy. Also, apologies in advance for the lights. I still have not found out a decent setup for filming. So it could be, especially when I show you my whips, it could get a bit off. And also, apologies if you hear some weird noises because we have construction people over. Okay, what I have for you today is a finish, a couple of restarts, one of which I'm not quite sure about that it will stay a restart. I have a new start as well and some progress. And also on most of my whips, pretty much all of them but two, I do have goals of stitch counts I would like to get by the end of the year. So I think I'm gonna share those with you as I'm going through my whips, because I was thinking of doing it at the end of the video, but I think that's a better way to do it. So let's get on with my finish first. Right, this is Coffee in Paris. There we go. And this is by Milena Style, which Milena Style is a Bulgarian website where you can get kits, you can only get charts, you can get floss, fabric and stuff like that. So that's by Milena Style. And yeah, this is on 22 count Zweigart, which they usually send with their kits. The only downside is that it is gridded. Let me show you. You see what I'm talking about, the light? Like, it's ridiculous. But yeah, oops. I think on this one you can see it better, like how it's gridded. And this, I don't think it comes out when you wash it. I'm not sure why they use that if it doesn't come out. But it's not that big of a deal. For some of the charts I would like to get, I would get a different fabric. But yeah, that's actually the back. This is the front. This is Coffee in Paris, 22 count Zweigart, Ariadna floss, which is Polish floss, 2/1 10 stitch, which was the recommended style of stitching. And I'm so happy to be done with this and with the light colors. The most exciting part was this little flower over here, which I left for the last thing to stitch, because yeah, as the most exciting one. Yeah, I also have espresso in Rome, but I think I will wait a little bit because it is pretty much similar color scheme. I will put a picture over here so you can visualize it. Like, the only difference is that the building is on the other side of the chart, and the letters are on, like, they're swapped pretty much. Moving on to my whips. I will first go through my whips which you've seen at my whip parade, if you've seen my whip parade. Then I will go for the restarts, which again you would know what they are if you've seen my whip parade. And after that I will show you my new start. And also I do have a bit of a crochet thing, as a, not really a surprise, but a thing I did, so I will show that as well. Okay, next is Flowers by Milena Style. I added 194 stitches since you last saw it, which is the little bit of black over here. Right, picture of what it was previously will be on the screen. My goal for this one is to get to 5,000 stitches by the end of the year. It would be nice if I can actually fill in the flower over here. I was going to go for 5% on this, but I think 5,000 stitches is a lot more realistic than 5%. So, like, considering everything else that I would like to do. Next up is my Harry Potter characters. They do have a more decent name, but that's what I call them. And this is by Country Magic Stitch. They do have an Etsy shop as well as a website, and I got this off of their website. And last time I was working on Harry, which I have now completed. I've added 452 stitches since you last saw it, and this is now at 67.59%. My goal for this one is to finish it by the end of the year. Next is Autumn Harmony, and I have added 1,681 stitches since you last saw it, which is now at 6.52%, so I've added almost 1%, because last time it was at 5.58%. And in total this has about 11,500 stitches now. I started over here in the bottom corner, bottom left corner, then made my way to the face, and since you last saw it I have worked mostly in the face area and a little bit over here, and I will put the picture on the other side. And here is a more closed up look. It doesn't really look like much still, but I'm loving it. I'm loving stitching on this. This is also inspired by Crafty Gaming Jamie, or Crafting Gaming Jamie. I don't know, Gaming Crafty Jamie. I'm really sorry, but I do tend to get that confused quite often. So my goal for this, for Autumn Harmony, is 37,000 stitches by the end of the year, which is a bit of an unrealistic goal, to be honest, because I could do 600-700 stitches a day on that, but that would be if I stitch all day. I've also done like I've had 900 stitches per day on Autumn Harmony, but that's stitching all day and like stitching the blockier sections, which I'm currently not doing. I'm mostly doing confetti, so we will see how that goes. I would like to finish it by the end of next year, just because I would like to start another chart I have by Maxine Gatz. I think that's Fire Nymph, what it was called. I will put the picture on the screen. And I would like to start it after I finish Autumn Harmony. So yeah, 37,000 stitches this year will put me at 140,000 for next year, which is way unrealistic considering my other goals, but I'm gonna go for it, and if I need to adjust it at some point next year, then be it. I'm also, like, I started this for my birthday in April, so I'm also happy finishing it in April 2026, so that would be like in 2 years since I've started it, like in that period of time. But yeah, moving on to the next whip is one that I actually don't have a goal for, and this is a kit from Temu, or Temu. I call it Bobo Cow. Here it is. And this is on 11 count. I'm doing 3/1 full cross, and I'm actually not quite sure about this one anymore. Like, this is something I stitch on just for the fun of it, like when I'm too tired at the end of the day and I don't want to stitch on anything else, I don't want to follow a pattern or anything, I stitch on this one. But here, where we have the eye, the eyelashes would really blend with the eye, and also this section over here I'm not quite sure about. But yeah, I'm not stressing over this. It will get done at some point. And I've added about 1800 stitches since you last saw it. I just count like the little blocks by tens, sort of. And it's just an approximation. There's no way I'm gonna count every stitch I've done. We're almost halfway. I don't know. I feel like it. Almost halfway. So next is Travel by TARDIS, which is again by Country Magic Stitch, and this is where I'm at the minute. This is now at 40%. This top part up until here is complete, but apart from one stitch. But I did not have the color, like for some reason I was missing this one color and I had thought I bought all the colors. So I bought that the other day and I will be filling that in very soon. And this is also something I would like to finish by the end of the year. So next year I can start the Harry Potter charts they have. And I have added 2,442 stitches since you last saw it. I have a little bit over 13,000 stitches to go. Alright, next is the one piece I've had the most fun working on, which is kind of unexpected because this wasn't my intention. Like, I didn't think I would love it this much when I started it. And this is Paris Morning, the mini version, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, which is also my first Heaven and Earth Designs. And artwork is by Uliana Babenko, or Babenko, not quite sure. But yeah, I've added 3,371 stitches since you last saw it, which is now at 5.7%. And last time it was at 1.43%. Again, I'm loving the colors, honestly. Even this part here, it's just, it goes so quick. And this is 25 count 2/110 stitch with DMC floss. And which now reminds me that I did not tell you the information on TARDIS. And this is almost the top of the chart. It will be up until here. That's the bottom and that's the full width. So it's not huge. It's only about 78,000 stitches. And my goal is to finish this by, I think by April 2025, because my sister's birthday is on the 15th of April. And this is for my sister, and I would like to give that to her on her birthday. Like, I would like to have it framed by then and gift it to her, which I do have quite a ways to go, and I'll tell you my goal now. Originally, my goal was to get to 18,975 stitches by the end of this year, which leaves me 60,000 stitches next year. But now that I think about it, I think I need to increase that, because 60,000 stitches in 3 months, I don't think that's realistic. But I could get like easily 1,000 stitches a day on this. Like yesterday I was stitching on this, I was working on this, and I got like over 800 stitches, almost 900 stitches in a day. So this is a really quick stitch, to be honest. And yeah, those were my whips, which were also active whips at the whip parade. Now I will go for the restart. First, I have magic mirror. Let me actually tell you, this is 2/1 full cross DMC floss on 18 count. Yeah, Okay, my first restart is Magic Mirror by Anne Stokes, and originally I was stitching it on 25 count, like the piece you just saw for Paris Morning. I have the piece cut somewhere here. This is my original start and this is my restart. So I was just not enjoying it on the 25 count, and I'm so much happier with it on the 18 count. So I'm almost at the point I was on the 25 count, currently at 0.76% with 1774 stitches, and I'm loving it. I cannot wait until this is done. Like, I know it's gonna be at least a couple of years, maybe more, a lot more. I'm planning on doing all the black first, and then I will move to other colors. And my goal for this one is to get to 10% by the end of the year, which will be 11,664 stitches. And my other restart is Little Gamer. Again, this is inspired by Jamie. This is my original start on 20 count Ada 2/1 10 stitch with CXC, but there were quite a few mistakes, and because I have the version with no background, like this is not the Gecko Rouge version, this is like the one Medusa Dollmaker charted herself. I was not really sure about the background. First I thought I would stitch it, then I thought I might stitch, like, just pick a color and stitch something just so I have some color for background, but then I thought that's way too many stitches and I really was not sure what to do. So I restarted this on 32 count vintage mocha or something, so it would also have a background, and I started in the center. But this is the one I'm not sure about, because this is, first of all, 2/1 10 stitch with CXC, which I think is way too bulky. I don't know, or maybe I would need, because I usually stitch in hand, maybe I would need one of the hoops, which I do have, but I was not really happy the way I have to stitch. Maybe I need one of the hoops to pull the fabric, so it's easier to stitch. I'm not really happy with this, so I'm thinking maybe I should scrap this, frock this, because it's only like 270 stitches and it will be easy to frock. Use the fabric for something else and just finish this. And I will think about the background when I get there. This is all I have, because I do have about 7,111 stitches or something, and this is quite a ways in, because all the background, if I crop it, that's about 38,000 stitches out of the 60-ish thousand stitches. So yeah, if I continue with this, my goal is to get to 10,000 stitches by the end of the year. If I don't, then I don't know. But I really want to work on that. Like, I watched Jamie's video this morning, like her latest update, and I was itching to work on this. The last time I worked on this was in May, and for the past couple of months I've been itching to work on this. So yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, but I'm leaning towards just continuing with my first original start. Okay, and lastly, my new start is this. This is again by Milena Style, but this is just the stamped Ada, which I actually also have the pattern for it. So I'm going by the pattern, by the chart, and marking stitches off. So that's why this is a little bit wider, but as this gets filled in, it won't be much of a problem. This is True Friend, or like the literal translation from Bulgarian, and I love this one. And this matches the girl with the cat that I have, which you will see on the screen just so you can see both of them. And my goal on this one as well as the girl is to just stitch on them one more time by the end of the year, at least one more time. So this one, I was when I started it, I stitched on it for a couple of days, and I am at 1131 stitches, which is 5%. And I was trying to first stitch it row by row, but as we get to more color changes, I don't think that this is gonna be possible. And here is the back, because I think that's easier to see what I've done. So yeah, stitch one more time on this at least. If I get more, that would be great, but I don't know. I actually have something that I bought the other day, which I wanted to show because this is just so cute. I went to get some floss for Paris morning. I saw this one and I could not live without it. This is 11 count stamped pattern. I don't think I have most of the colors, but I will get them. That was mostly everything. And lastly, the crochet thingy that I told you about is a little bee with one wing that looks like a plate. Yeah, I still need to get the other wing done and attach them like so. I don't know what to tell you about it. I bought a kit from Temu. I wanted to give it a go, and yeah, I'm enjoying it. I've since bought needles in every size possible. Not needles, hooks. Needles are for knitting. Hooks in every size possible. I've bought some yarn, and I have some other kits, and I cannot wait to try some other things. But yeah, isn't it cute? Okay, yeah, so this is everything I have for you today. Thank you if you stuck with me until the end, and I hope I will see you again.